Welcome back. So we've now got these two areas here and here, and this third circle in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to extrude these. We're going to turn these into 3D shapes. So we're going to use the extrude button just here. So I'm going to click the extrude button, and I'm going to have a look at this dial box that comes up. We're not going to use the thin extrude. It's quite rare that you use that. That would just do an edge. We want to extrude the whole thing. And it's asking us for the profile. Now the profile is the shape that goes all the way around the edge and back again. So it's asking for the area that gets highlighted and shaded in a slightly different color. You can see this blue color here. So I could select this circle, and that would allow me to extrude that circle upwards like this. I can select multiple areas at once as well, and I can extrude all of those up, and I can press the X to get rid of that. And the area I actually want is this area here, and I want this to be 5 millimeters thick. So that's it. That's the only area I want. It's one-sided. It's only coming up once. It's coming up for 5 millimeters. I don't want it to have a taper angle. A taper angle means you can make it taper in, or it could taper out. This one's quite tricky because of the edge profile. And I'm going to press OK. Now pressing OK creates me this new file here in the browser, and you can see body 1 is now there, and I can make it visible and invisible. Something that Fusion does that kind of irritates me is it will now automatically hide sketch 1. So the first extrude you do will hide the sketch. So if you draw something and extrude something and it disappears, that's what you need to do. You need to go to sketches and unhide it. Next, I'm going to press extrude again, and I'm going to extrude this side here, and I'm going to extrude this one 5 millimeters as well. Now, what you can see occurring here is that these two pieces are joining together. It's trying to make them one block, and that's visible through the join operation. Now I don't want it to do that. I want it to be a new piece. So I'm going to go to new body, and you can see my line has reappeared to show that these are two separate things. And I'm going to go ahead and press OK. And I'm also going to extrude the circle here in the middle. Now it's really important that I zoom in. I don't want to get this circle. I want to get the circle in the middle. So I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to make this one 10 millimeters. This one doesn't say new body because it doesn't touch, and I'm going to press OK. So I now have that in the middle of there. And that's how we extrude those pieces. Once we've extruded these, what we're going to have a little look at is how to move these pieces. So there's lots of options when we move things. The best option is to click directly on the item name that you want to move in the browser. What you do not want to do is click on the item like this, because you have actually only selected the surface. So I'm only actually selecting the top surface. So when I then go to move and I start trying to manipulate this, what I'm actually doing is only moving that top surface. You'll see it won't load if I go left and right, because it's shearing the top away from the bottom. So what I need to do is select the whole thing. So what I want to do is I want to stack this piece here on top of this piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab body number 1, and I'm going to right click on it. And that brings me to the move option. Now, right clicking on a touchpad can be a little bit tricky sometimes. So what you might want to do is, if your right click isn't working very well, select body 1 by clicking on it like this, and then press the M key. And now we're going to look at how to move this. So what I'd like you to do is take a screenshot with it selected like this, and come to the next video, and I'll show you how we move this and how we use these different functions here. See you in a bit.